This week, I'm asking you to craft a rhetorical analysis of one of your classmates' op-ed. So I've provided you the Google Doc link, and you can peruse the op-eds that your classmates have written, choose one, and then you're going to write this analysis. I want to spend just a couple of moments explaining exactly what I'm looking for. I'll remind you that at the beginning of this semester, we actually started with rhetorical analyses. I gave you those prompts for the GRE and the WPA exams, and we discussed how those prompts were really asking you to take a look at arguments that had been made and to look at how they functioned logically and or rhetorically. And so for this assignment, I'm asking you to look at one of your classmates' works and to analyze the logical strength and or rhetorical effectiveness of what they've produced. Specifically, what's this thing look like? It's not just one paragraph that I'm asking you to create. You're going to create a text that's a little bit more substantial than that. I'm actually asking you to analyze a few key components of it. I have a couple of examples for how to think about this. If you see here, you could, if you want, only take a look at how it's rhetorically effective. So you could pick out a few strategies and talk about how those impact or land on the audience. Maybe there's a couple of strategies that work well and one that doesn't work so well, right? And you could write your whole analysis in that direction. You could also do an analysis that unpacks the logical strength and looks at the rhetorical effectiveness. Maybe you read a piece and logically it's not that sound, but rhetorically it's really effective, right? That's an interesting angle to pursue. You could also do kind of the inverse of that. You could see a piece that's actually logically quite sound, but rhetorically really ineffective. Right? In other words, it has a lot of research, it builds a strong case, but nobody wants to read it. And so the point is that you're trying to create a rather nuanced analysis of what it is that you're taking a look at. Specifically, you got to make sure that you demonstrate that you provide or that you demonstrate an overall understanding of the argument of the op-ed that you're reading. I want you to make sure that you pinpoint specific sections or specific components and that you break those down and explain how you see those working. When you think about the document as a whole, you're thinking that it'll be about 850 to 1,000 words. Now, I've also provided you an example excerpt from a student rhetorical analysis. And this analysis is based on the I Quit, I Think text that I gave you a couple of weeks ago. And so it probably would make some sense to refamiliarize yourself with this text and then take a look at this sample rhetorical analysis excerpt. I've color-coded the excerpt so that you can see exactly where the claim is being made initially, how the author is bringing in the text, and how the author is actually reasoning through how they see that op-ed working. So you have these materials too. So in terms of action steps, I suggest that maybe you start by refamiliarizing yourself with the JT Gatto text, taking a look at this little excerpt here, then hopping on the Google Doc, taking a look at students' work, and then crafting your own rhetorical analysis. I hope that this helps. Take care.